A solid cylinder has height h centimeters and base radius capital R centimeters. The cylinder fits exactly inside a hollow sphere of radius r centimeters. A line segment AB is the diameter of a sphere, and a line segment BC is the diameter of the base of the cylinder, and angle ABC is theta. Question AI. By considering triangle ABC shows that capital R is R multiplied by cosine of theta. So let's consider a given triangle ABC, and if we consider cosine of theta, it's what adjacent over hypotenuse, and it becomes what BC over AB, and BC it's a diameter of the base of the cylinder, and it's 2 times capital R, and divided by the diameter of sphere, and it's 2 times R, and hence R is capital R is R times cosine of theta as required. Find an expression for H in terms of R and theta. For the same triangle, we can consider sine of theta, which is AC over AB, and AC it's the required height H, and AB it's diameter of a sphere, it's 2 times R, and hence H is 2 times R times sine of theta. The next, hence or otherwise, shows that the total surface area as centimeters squared of the cylinder is given by total surface area. Its formula is given in a data booklet, and it says that it's 2 times area of each base, and each base is a circle, so it's 2 times area of a circle, and radius of the base of the cylinder is capital R, so it's 2 times, because 2 bases, 2 circles, and the area of each circle is pi radius capital R squared, and plus lateral surface area, and its circumference, it's 2 pi r, and multiplied by height 2 pi r h, and we need in terms of r and theta only, so it becomes 2 pi capital R, it's r cosine and squared, so it's r squared cosine squared plus 2 pi r cosine of theta, and multiplied by 2r sine of theta, and hence we can factor out 2 pi r squared, and it becomes cosine squared plus 2 times sine times cosine, and using the main trigonometric identity, cosine squared, it's what 1 minus sine squared, to get exactly as required. The next, the external surface area of the sphere is 2 times s. Question C shows that tangent of theta is 2. The surface area of a sphere formula is given in a data booklet. It's 4 pi radius of a sphere, which is r squared, and it is given that it's 2 times s, and s is this, so 4 pi r squared is equal to 2 times 2 pi r squared multiplied by 1 minus sine squared plus 2 sine cosine, and you can see that 4 pi r squared cancels, and it becomes just 1 is 1 minus sine squared plus 2 sine cosine. 1 cancels, and we get that sine squared is equal to 2 sine cosine, and since sine is not 0, we can divide by sine, so it becomes sine theta is 2 cosine, and dividing by cosine. We get that it becomes sine over cosine, which is tangent of theta is 2 as required. Then the volume of a cylinder is V centimeters cubed. Question: define V given the answer in the form p pi radius cubed times the root of 5, where p is positive rational. And volume, formula for volume is given in a data booklet, and for a cylinder it's what? Area over base, it's pi radius squared times height. And r squared, it's what? It's r cosine of theta it's r cosine squared, so r squared cosine squared of theta, and h it's what? 2r sine of theta. And you can see that r cubed remains, so it becomes 2 pi r cubed sine cosine squared. And to calculate it, we need to know what? The value of sine and the value of cosine, but it is given what? The value of tangent. And we can use the next. Let's consider a right angle triangle for which let it be angle theta, for which tangent is 2, and what is tangent? It's opposite over adjacent, and we can take absolutely any ratio to be equal to 2, for example 2 and 1, and calculate the third length, and it's just the Pythagoras theorem, and it's root of 5, and hence sine of theta is what? Just by definition it's 2 over root 5, and cosine of theta is what? 1 over root 5. In general, because theta it may be absolutely in any quadrant, we take this value by absolute value, consider such a right angle triangle, write sine cosine, and finally we should put a sign in front or here according to in what quadrant our angle is, but definitely our theta is in between 0 and 90 degrees. It's an acute angle, so sine, cosine and tangent are positive. Hence we get that it becomes 2 pi r cubed, sine is 2 over root 5, and cosine it's 1 over root 5 and squared, and it becomes 4 pi r cubed 5 over 5 root 5 in the denominator, and root 5 to be in the numerator. We can just what? Just multiply root 5 over root 5, hence it becomes 4 over root 5, it's 5 times 5, 25, so it's 4 over 25 pi r cubed multiplied by root 5, and it's fraction it's positive rational, and it's the required value for the volume. And that's all for this question.